0 there in the walk, but spend a little bit of time in the walk. And when you get down here, go ahead and come through the short side. Ride your corners now into the short side. So from your inner leg, you can really kind of get him into the corner. And then coming into this next corner, get him back a little bit and ride a half turn of the haunches up. Right back on the short same thing here. He's in a nice medium walk here, and now you've got to stretch up, make the walk steps a little bit shorter, coming into the turn, and then at the end of the turn, make a halt. Yeah, make sure the neck, exactly, the rein back with the neck could fall down a little bit like that in the rein back itself. Good, much better. Walk on again. Yep. Good. Let's just try one more like that to the right. In the turn itself, you got a little pivoting behind, but the rein back. Check in that the walk stride, you can keep the walk side, the walk stride relatively short. He's taking your half hold and staying to the neck. Kind of think like you're almost preparing the rein back.
See the rein back? Yeah, the first one was above the bend. Yeah, see, yeah. So then you train him to do that. Yeah.
You know, if you
correction. So then try here in canter here at A, try a 10-meter circle, and then plan to walk at the end of it. And remember a little bit like in the trot work when we gave the inside rein for the 2 steps at the end of the circle, think right before the walk, you could think a little bit about that I can almost give. So he's turning and following the line and stretch up and give, and now walk the 10-meter circle. And you can feel the second half of the circle, he really wants to go sideways off of the circle, right? We've got to get him really guarded on the outside and really turning on your inner seat and leg into the circle. I've got to turn his shoulders into the circle. Yeah, good. That's it. And then go for your canter again. Half halt and good. Much better transition. That timing's there for you behind. So think a little bit about in your seat here, Sarah, for the turning, that he's not pushing you a little bit to the outside. You know what I mean? I think as you feel your inner seat, he's almost kind of the centrifugal force takes you a little bit out to the right. You've got to be careful that you don't collapse your left rib cage and get pushed too much over to the right, so that you really feel that the turning comes from your weight on the inside, but the weight, even though you ride him from the side, that you don't inadvertently ride him sideways. You know what I mean? Yes. Ride him from the side so he's concave, but really follows the line. Go for your canter one more time. Good. Yeah. So pull, think about your lats down on your right side, behind your right shoulder, lats down, yeah, without dropping your left shoulder. Good, straight on the right. Stretch yourself up to go into the corner and make the half turn on the haunches now. Again, even here, you don't slide to the outside.
You should be walking forward.
Yes, exactly. He's one. So don't do the rein back. Do another set of the turn. And dare to make this slightly bigger rather than small. So like you walk through it, walk through it, walk through it. Very good. That's absolutely correct. A little clear reflection right, but having it a little bigger and then he walks a lot better than when he gets stuck and tries to kind of do it. Back and fall down. Try one more to the left. The left one's a little bit this sticky or wicked. This direction. So you've got to, again, make sure that you can stay over your, step a little down in your left stirrup, but don't push him away out to the right. Forward around to the right, forward around. Excellent. Good. There you go. And now halt. And rein it back. Great. And then falling down. Good, good. And walk on and then make your 10-meter circle.
Pirouette, she has to keep behind and active and not to swing around. But she got beautiful walk pirouettes.
Especially right before the canter, you make the walk almost a little shorter, like you're almost going to rein it back a little bit, and then look up and canter figure circle. And then in canter, try the 10-meter circle with the walk at the end. Turn him on your seat. And again, I ride him from the side so he's concave, right, but not pushing him out through his left shoulder. Chuck to the walk. You walk this one. Little shorter snaffle. More that you can kind of, not so much that you hold him shorter here, but you ride him a little more up to it through your body. And now canter straight ahead. Canter here and ride the corner. And then at V is in victory, ride your 10-meter circle, then stay in the canter in shoulder 4. Now see, can I keep him concave to the right in shoulder 4 straight ahead and not end up pulling him the neck so much right? Really put the haunches in the track before an edge. Good.
There.
Good. Now from the next corner, start your shoulder 4 again like that, and without bending him more, bring the shoulder 4 to the next track in. Bring it to the second track, away to the track in. Yep, away to the track in. Good, and now go back to the track, shoulder 4. Good, good. Do that again on the next long side. See if you can do it 2 times. Take your shoulders back a little bit over his hind legs, get him back a little bit. Shoulders stay right even when you go back to the track. Good, and then center line, shoulder in, and then half pass. Shoulder in first, now over. Good. Back, back, back. And then again, straight. See that? Keep the right hand. 10 into the circle and a walk at the end of the circle. Roll your shoulders back. You stretch yourself in the sky to make the walk transition. Good job. Good. Give him a quick little break.
That was awesome.
Start getting him that little bit movable on the shoulder end, just like we did probably in the shot. Get a better feel keeping him up in the shoulders. How are you, Tara? Good. Right, that'll be a little bit harder to the left. I mean, it's, I guess you call it, if I was judging it, I would say it's like almost overly expressive change.
Yeah.
You know, he really, it does pick it up even more than necessary if we can say that. But a lot worse things can happen. You know, it doesn't bother me a whole lot. I mean, he picks it up, he snaps it up to his belly.
Yes. And that was actually a little understated for him.
Okay.
So,
I mean, if it gets to be where it's kicking out, sort of, that's another story.
Right.
To me, that one I wouldn't call it kicking out or whatever. I just feel like
no, he just boings.
it's a big boingy change. I mean, if he can do them like that and keep everything cohesive, then I don't think it's a big deal. If it gets to be that it's so much that then, like you get to your tempies and things, it makes it difficult to stay straight and keep them round. Then it's so. Corners and play with another set of the turns and maybe even one bring back. And erring on that slight large side of the turn for now. walk rhythm, turn, be in front of you, and then when you make it short, that he's still activated behind to be able to. Don't bring it back from this one. Yeah, and high legs under. Now just stretch up from the back. A little shorter. Yeah, and then pull it around. Short, forward, action around. Now do your haul and your weight back. And then walk on, and then go ahead into your canter. You can do it without the circle first. Just canter and then make a circle once you're in canter. And then we'll go after this for the long side and the shoulder forward. Don't feel like it has to be a huge wide angle, and even if it feels, remember how we started the half pass before with almost like you yield the tail a little bit? Take a little bit tail to the rail to help create your shoulder forward from that. So you're sure to have the hind leg there from your left leg down, and then you can bring the right shoulder in. That's plenty. Good. Not more. And then get them a little bit more in the track if you can. And the next long side, try to ride 2 sets of coming in and out to the second track. Yep. I'm going to keep them in the track. Left seat to right rein. Yep. Try to think a little. There you go. Yep. Good. Good. Yeah, and get him back over. It doesn't have to come very far, more that you can get the reaction, right? Yeah. And check in a 10-meter circle, and then a walk 10-meter circle, and then back to the canter soon. Just a little, that it breaks it up. You have a moment in the walk to really get organized. Yes, do that. Yeah. Careful again that your belt doesn't tilt into the circle. There you go. You can feel your left seat without tilting it, dropping your belt in, you know what I mean? But the weight stays level there. So and think of that into the canter. It's concave left, but the canter really comes this way. You don't ride sideways really in the transition itself. And think about that even in this little shoulder 4, even though I said a little bit tail to the rail, you've got to kind of hold the haunches there without tilting your belt line and get them on your seat to go up. There you go. That was it. And then leave yourself room for the center line and your half pass. And start it a little bit with the same feeling and not over bending the neck. Yep. Good. And even as you sit left, not tilting your belt in. Get them a little straighter on the right. Haunch. Now, believe it or not, haunch is a little more. Then now really straight on the left to your chain. Stay back and look up. Good. That was a normal change. Okay, that direction. No, it was good. You want to try one more from the right? Or do you feel like you need, I don't know how fit he is right now. So
I think we can do one more.
Okay. If you want to do it, go alongside again. Let's do the same setup. So that half pass that gives you a chance to really feel for the straightness at the end. And I know that you could go a little bit in and out. Bang down in your right leg. Keep the forehand right. I want to keep the forehand to the right. Yeah. Keep the forehand right. Good feel. Keep the forehand right. Yep, good. And over. Get him back a little bit. Get him back. There you go. Good. Stay back. And don't use too much leg. Before just be good. I think if you do too much leg, then he gets another little bit overreactive. That was nice. Stretch him down a little bit on the big circle and canter. Open up your seat. Let him reach. Good. And pick him back up with the canter. Circle. Watch a little bit that he's not in the corners now, that it's a well-rounded circle. And now feel like as you're picking him up, shorter snaffle reins, deep breath out, roll your shoulders back even one more notch. Get your hips under and feel like over many strides. Think a little bit about the rein back, do the canter rhythm, get him back a little more. Close him up a little more. Close him up a little more. Really open your seat and feel that. Yep, play him in your wrists. Fingers, yep, keep the neck until the neck falls down. Like 5, 6 jumps, go a little bigger forward. Good. And now when you get it back and feel like you have a little extra bounce behind. A little extra bounce behind. Great. shoulder forward. Good, and now getting back on your body. There you go. That's better up. Good. Super. I like that.
Yeah.
Go straight ahead with it. Back a little bit again. Good. Keep them a little bit back. Remember the shoulder forward position. Now go a few jumps forward there, but then right away bring him back to that same nice place. In your body, he lowers his haunches, stays up in the shoulder. Good. Good. And ride your two corners and shorten them a little more. Make them a little shorter in the corner. And then ride a steep diagonal to feet. So to feet, and after the center line, make a flying change. Really sit and don't use a lot of legs. Yep. Back, good. Go back, he comes back on his haunches in the corner. Good. And then on the right hand, stretch him down over the circle. Take these concave right, but turn to the left shoulder. You feel like you can really kind of look at the second line there, the side hip. Now the leg, you can stretch it a little more just to kind of refresh it, get it in there and back up, and now pick it back up. It's a little bit of that roundness and that start there. A little half ball. As your seat swings forward, the wrist turn a little bit. Let me say I'm getting it back a little bit. Back, back, back. Now go and jump through the foot. And now play it back. Back, play it back until you can make it a little light. You know what I mean? Yep, yep. Play back. Make it a little light. Good. And then go once a little forward. Stay up the hill and go forward. That's, I think, probably the more challenging part, right? Got to get it back. But I do think the collection is coming. They're staying more up as we bring it back, huh?
Yeah.
Now bring them up. Good. Go through the corner now. And ride a short diagonal from here. And then one more change. Get it back a little bit before the change. And stay back and not a lot of legs for the change. So walk. Go straight ahead. Right knee counter canter. And then do the change again at the corner. Again, keep your right leg. Just think you inside hip. Straight ahead. And then a walk. Walk. And a halt. Careful bringing it back. That's right. Walk on again. Get into the back. Halt again.
I'm not sure he likes those spurs she's wearing. He doesn't like them. I think that may be it. Because they're too That's usually her spurs on your toe. But more rounded.
That's a little bit what happens as the change gets like that. Now it gets kind of overly sensitive. But stay overly sensitive like this. Walk on again. Feel like it just settles in the walk rhythm and relaxes in the back and neck a little bit underneath. Halt again. Now try to quiet bringing back. Almost moving, good, good. Walk on. And then straight on the long side, the small A to right foot down to the canter. Right before the corner letter, make a walk and walk the short side. Left counter canter. If anything, shoulders stay a little bit to the rail. And can I keep the shoulders a little bit at the rail? Give yourself time to stretch up and just a walk. Nice walk to the short side. circles and the thing, where you'd get him adjustable like that and make him a little more sensitive in the half halt to stay up. Coming back and then go up that and try to go longer in the line. You can try, you know, like at B, the canter like shoulder 4 up the one side, and B a 10-meter circle, then just medium down to the corner, and then a 10-meter circle at the corner. You know, so once you feel like you have it forward and back on a circle like we did here, that might be the next, to me, probably the next logical step toward building it in to say eventually that, you know, I can sustain that more appropriate. And just watch it with that going to the left, like I said, kind of
Yeah,
checking
no,
things. Belt line, he talks us into kind of that little bit dropping into the left, and that makes it harder to feel like it's really going to the line.
Yeah.
You get to the side sometimes.
So that's good to know. Because I'm a left leaner a little bit too.
Right,
So.
right. That's
Yeah.
yeah, just kind of coming here. When you do that, you sort of feel your left seat more,
Right.
but really it puts more of you to the right.
Exactly.
Your left seat ends up kind of pushing him sideways rather than your left seat bringing him forward. And that's again the point of like that whole shoulder in and giving. You feel like, he's in front of my left seat. He follows that line. I'm not riding him over here. I'm riding him here. You know,
Yes.
with that forward with him. And that carries over the shoulder too, so it's not necessarily something sideways.
Right.
Thing.
And I think I'm feeling a lot better than I did last year when we did that half pass was harder.
Yep.
Then his haunches get so far in, I don't think I can quite get it last. I
Right.
can feel
No,
it
you
a
made the
lot.
corrections this time.
Yeah.
It's good. So I think you just have to stay aware of it and know that you have that tool now and try to say I can correct it and get better.